The final game of the season at Stamford Bridge is a huge one. It usually is when Chelsea host Manchester United, but for the Blues at least, tonight is crucial. Chelsea start the evening in 5th place in the Premier League, and knowing that wins in their remaining 2 matches will, barring a mathematical miracle, secure the return of Champions League football to West London next season. Well, Chelsea make 3 changes from the side that started at St James's Park. No Nicholas Jackson for the rest of the Premier League campaign, so Tyreek George gets a first league start. The other alterations see Tosin start ahead of Trevor Chalobah and Reece James return in place of Romeo Lavia, so expect Moises Caicedo to move into his more familiar midfield role. Andre Onana returns in goal for Manchester United in one of 5 changes from the side beaten by West Ham. Casemiro also comes back into the 11 along with Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof and Patrick Dorgu. Mason Mount plays against his old club. And he's found Palmer. Oh, he bent a lovely ball in for Madueke. It's a big chance for him early on. Couldn't keep it down though. Has to go back to January for his last Premier League goal. That was against Manchester opposition. He almost gave Chelsea the perfect start here. Dorgu again. Oh, there's a ball on there for Mount. He didn't spot it. In from deep toward Maguire, who's turned it in. And Manchester United take the lead. Harry Maguire finishing like a striker. Caught the Chelsea defence cold and makes it Chelsea 0, Manchester United 1.
They've had a really competent start, and you knew that Chelsea were in trouble when the play developed on the left-hand side. They had a man over Manchester United. They're aggressive, bodies forward, well represented inside the 18-yard box. There's 4 really attacking it. Well, it's tight. It looks like Cucurella's just stepped up, and Tosin is slightly in advanced position of him as well.
Massive let-off. Chelsea need to wake up now and make the most of that, because it doesn't get much tighter than that. My goodness me. Is the occasion getting to Chelsea here? This is Patrick Dorgu, and he's found Mason Mount, and on the slide he took a shot which is going to go out for a throw-in.
That's the best ball from Dorgu on the left-hand side. It's a brilliant pick-out, and I'm not sure why Mason Mount doesn't make this.
Here's Caicedo. Palmer. Chelsea aren't going to put this out. They're not obliged to. Madueke. Managed to clip his crossover. It's come all the way for Reece James! Oh my goodness me! Well, that would have been goal of the season. Terrific hit from the skipper, and so close to the opening goal.
Well, to state the obvious, there's no one in a Chelsea shirt you'd have wanted this to fall to other than Reece James. He's probably the only player that can do that. The execution, I mean, it's half a yard out from being an exquisite strike. It feels like Chelsea have had so few opportunities to build through the thirds, sustain spells of pressure.
Caicedo dispossessed Bruno Fernandes. He's worked his way to Palmer. Going to shake off the United captain. Space for a shot which was deflected, and which brings Chelsea their first corner of the night.
Yeah, really positive. Why not? Difficult angle for him.
Cucurella in field for Enzo Fernandez. Here's Neto. George amongst those in the middle waiting for a cross. Neto heading for the dead ball line. Oh, he almost caught Onana out.
Yeah, nearly crept in, didn't it? I don't know if it got a deflection. Just as he went round the outside. No, didn't.
Palmer. Madueke. All the way across from Madueke, and turned behind for a corner by Casemiro.
He does well.
Cucurella. Some balls for him to shoot. He was more sensible and gave it to Madueke. Carried on his run though. Palmer with a swing with his left foot. Oh, and Onana made a mess of it. And Enzo Fernandez was the most relieved man in the stadium to look across and see that the flag was up for offside. He immediately did that as soon as he'd kicked it, because he made a mess of it, as did Onana.
Yeah, well, we were right behind it, and the deflection does make it a little bit tricky. He's offside.
Mount brought that out the sky nicely, gave it to Ahmad. Running at Colwill, cutting it back for Mason Mount. Oh, well, that would have really stuck in the craw. And he should have done better with that. The two-time Chelsea Player of the Year. Not an easy chance, but he's missed the goal by a wide margin. 3-on-3 here at the moment. Højlund desperate for it to come his way. Mount went to Ahmad instead. Bruno Fernandes, edge of the box. Here he is having a go. And lifting it over the crossbar when pretty well placed.
Well, he's having a go at Ahmed. I'm not too sure what about. Wasn't best pleased with the set. Mount did well again. Bursting forward, his timing of pass was excellent.
Madueke all the way to the byline. Oh, just too high for Enzo Fernandez. And then a foul by Neto.
Well, his best moment by a distance. Madueke, can't recall all the forward players being so off colour together in this game. But that was a really good stand-up from Madueke. Unfortunately, you got Neto on the far post.
George, has he timed his run here? Onana was sluggish to come out. Was he caught? Penalty! Big chance for Chelsea here. Was Tyrick George onside? How much contact was there? You can see the reaction of the United players, but this could be huge.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it 3 times now and I can't see a touch on George. It's a clear right hand onto the ball. Ooh.
No penalty. Here's Neto. Reece James. Lovely little pirouette. Oh, what a ball for Cucurella! Massive goal! And it's Marc Cucurella who's headed Chelsea in front. And Stamford Bridge erupts. It looked like it wasn't going to come. But it's come from a man who's proved such a reliable performer and a reliable goal scorer too. The skipper made it, the other fullback nodded it in. It's Chelsea 1, Manchester United 0.
Well, a rare moment of quality in an otherwise ordinary game, but brilliant set-up delivery from Reece James. I was kind of imploring him to let fly again once he took receipt of the ball in a dangerous position inside the final third. Patient build-up. And James in that little position which he loves to deliver from, little pirouette, and then he stands up the most perfect of passes, 3v2 at the far post. And Cucurella, Chelsea haven't had the opportunity to stamp their game plan on Manchester United tonight. You know, we've not really seen him venture forward despite that obvious being the plan.
Oh, here's Madueke, it can get even better here! Oh, it should have. It really should have from Noni Madueke. Palmer brilliant, the finish far from. And being on the front foot, I suppose. Here's Ahmad. Past Cucurella. Oh, good save from Robert Sanchez. First one of any note he's had to make in the game.
Yeah, very rare that Cucurella gets beaten in this manner. I'm just surprised Ahmad doesn't go towards the far post. Once he's come in field, target's big, there's a gap there as well to bend it rather than strike it. Comfortable save, I think that height as well.
It is a momentous and massive victory for Chelsea, who go up to 4th in the table with just 1 game to go. They absolutely had to win this match, and by hook or by crook, and by Marc Cucurella's head, they managed to get the job done. Sam, it wasn't pretty, but it really matters not a jot.
All to play for, comes down to the final 90 minutes at the City Ground.
The showdown in Nottingham next week then. We'll wait and see what happens with the other results this weekend. but Chelsea have taken care of their business. They've beaten Manchester United here by 1-0.